Going to discuss about unit testing in Swift. Today I am going to discuss about unit testing in Swift. So guys, what is unit testing in Swift? A unit test is function. Your unit test is function. You write that test something about your app. You write that test something about your app. A good unit test is small. It tests just one thing in isolation. User suppose for example, login, view model text and text field dot text and username label text and sum of two integer number. Suppose example unit test should be automated and they should work fast that you can them right after you build your app to see if any code is changed to introduce broke your code. So first let's go open your Xcode. Let's go open and create a new project. So I'm select on this app, on this single app, and we can set on this project name unit testing demo, which have project name, and we can select on this interface, suppose UIKit interface, and language on this object is a node. Select on this Swift language. We can create on this project. So project is created, and this is a three modules project created. First module and second module and third module. First module is our design on this project, view controller, and second is unit testing project, and third is UI testing project module, and other is product. So third is UI test and unit test. So today I am going to discuss about unit test discussion. Today discussion is unit testing. So this is we can do. So we can create an example of sum of two integer number test by using unit testing. So we can create a Swift file, command N, and this is a Swift file. We can create suppose sum of so which have a name of sum, which have a name class on this numbers, sum of the numbers, sum of numbers, which have created on this class. We can create a class sum of numbers. This is no inherit on this class, and we can create a function. We can create a function test. Add two numbers. Add two numbers which have a parameter a, which is type of integer, and comma b, which is type of integer. And this is in this function return statement is integer. Sum of two integer numbers a and b, and plus in the integer number. We can use of return statement, return a plus b, sum of two integer numbers. Use of in this function create on this sum of two integers numbers. Working in this function sum of two integer number. So this in this complete sum of numbers class and add two numbers in class. So today I am going to discuss unit testing. So we can create another class, and use of same class. We can remove this all methods. We can create firstly we will work first unit testing. Test table import unit testing demo. Unit testing demo our is project name. This is a module name and its project name is unit testing demo. We can import is accessibility on this project, our class in this unit testing. Import on this unit testing, we can create an instance on this class. Let sum of number, let sum nm equal to sum of numbers. So this is class name. We can import on this class name sum of numbers, and we can create an instance. So cannot find sum of numbers. Command shift K and check on this event. So command Z, and we can create another class. So we can create another class command n, and this is unit test class some numbers. We can create a class exit test case class, and all method is remove. We can create a function test sum of the numbers, which have function name. This no parameter and no return values, no parameters and no return values. So we can running on this state, we can just remove this error, and we can create an instance on this class let sum nm, which have a name on this and another name is. So we can call on this sum of the numbers, test sum of this number, sum of this number, command shift k. So we can use on this class sum of numbers. We can create instance sum of numbers, create the instance. So let result, suppose let result, or you will let result sum nm dot calling on this method add two numbers, and this on this method add two numbers, dot add two numbers, and which have calling on this method command shift k add two numbers. So sum dot add two numbers, shift k and add, and we can use import. Firstly we will test table import, which have import on this project unit test demo, unit testing demo, which have project name import unit test demo, command C and use of import on this unit test demo import, which have access on this class. Firstly we will work on this command shift k. Firstly we will work on this by using unit test. We will import on this class unit testing demo, and you can use on this command shift k. We can running on, we can build on this unit testing. So this error we can calling on this add two numbers, calling on this method. Suppose 4 and 5th, sum of the 4 and 5th, we can calling out this xc assert. So xc assert equal expression 1 expression first is result equal, suppose 4 and 5 is 9, it's 9, and we can run on this test case. So build is success. So testing is time on this waiting. So 4 and 5 is sums, 4 and 5 this sum of 20 number is 9, 4 and 5 is 4 and 5 is 9. So the test case is success, and which have a 9 is 8, 6, we can run on this test case, fail on this test case. So for what is fail, xc asset equal failed, 9 is not equal to 6, 4 and 5 is sum of 9 and is sum check on this 6, so 4 not is 6, so this test case is failed. On this test case is failed, and which can check this 2 and 2 and 2 and 4, we can use of sum of integer number, add two numbers, integer a, integer b, and return is a plus b, we can sum of numbers. So 2 and 2 4, suppose which have 6, and sum of compare on this 6 value, so we can run to fail on this test case. XC assert is failed, 4 is not equal to 6, and we can same is 4. So we can test case is succeed, 4 is equal to 4. 4 is equal to 4. So we can use of test case. So what is test case? Unit testing. What is unit testing? A unit test is a function you write that tests something about your app. A good unit test is small. If test first one something thing in isolation, username. So for example, username text and sum of two integer numbers. For example, sum of two. And another example is username text field dot text and label text compare on this. So we can use of view controller. So view controller is initial view controller. You're gonna drag up on this UI label on this view controller, and we're gonna drag up UI text field on this view controller. UI text field, and we can select on this embed in stack view, and we're gonna apply the constant on this stack view. We're gonna apply the constant on this stack view. Suppose horizontally vertical on this container, and this spacing is suppose which have is 20, and this fill, and we're gonna apply the frame on this text field. We're gonna apply the frame on this text field. So width is suppose 300 and height is 40. We're gonna apply the two constant, and then we can set on the background color on this text field. So text field background suppose which have value yellow color, and label. So and label, we're gonna apply the heavy font weight style, and this font is 23. We're gonna apply this font 23, and stack view on this select on this property, and we're gonna stack view alignment is changing the alignment leading. Alignment is the leading. So label name, you can change this label text name. So label change the text name is enter your name, username, and text field change the placeholder name, enter your name, suppose which have value on this enter your name. So on this check on this menu, we're gonna create outlet on this view controller. Our view controller, we're gonna create outlet view controllers, and we're gonna try drop command option this username label, and other outlet is text username text field, username text field. We cannot create outlet username text field, so created two outlets, username text field and username label. We're gonna complete on this outlet. So view controller, we can set on this view controller, So firstly today I'm going to discuss about unit testing by using UIKit, and so by using UIKit, so we're gonna create another class on this test field command, and XC unit test case, select on the unit test case, login VM testing, we can create on this class login VM testing. We can remove this method. Firstly we will create on the first is imported a test table import test table, our project name unit test demo, our project name is unit test demo, and command C and command V, command shift K, unit test demo, our project name. We can accessibility on this class use of import method. So login VM, our XT test case is subclass on this login VM test class. So firstly we can create on this function test username label. Test username label, so no parameter and no return value. Firstly we can store create on this access on this storyboard username label. So we can use a guard statement. Guard is statement used on this value option and this is option is on and yet. So let vc equal to ui storyboard. So we can ui story storyboard, we can access the bundle name and bundle. So name is storyboard is main, storyboard name is main storyboard, and bundle is nil. And so as downcast dot instantiate view controller dot identifier, suppose we have a string, and as view controller is our view controller. So we can use on this method on view controller, login VM and view controller, login VM testing, view controller, and this on this view controller is view controller, and as optional view controller written on this return otherwise this is true. So load on this view. So vc dot view is loaded. View on this firstly is load view. So firstly we can check on this main storyboard and we're going to apply this identifier. So view controller scene, this is initial view controller, we're going to apply the class is view, and view controller is assigned the storyboard id and store registration id. We can use of storyboard id. So this is the access on this storyboard id on this view. So view vc dot view, sorry, vc dot view. We're gonna upload on this view. So we can use of xc assert equal to so first is vc dot username, command shift k is vc dot user name dot text equal and sorry equal to xc assert use only xc assert equal to and xc assert equal on this use on this method on the xc assert equal expression. First is xc assert vc dot and is sum of number is another use on this. So vc dot view controller name is username label, vc dot username label dot text, otherwise equal is username, so otherwise false, wrong title, and we can run on this test case, check on this view and load on this view. So vc load on this view, we can select on this view. So on this vc dot view, so cannot find scope vc. we can run on this test case. So vc dot view, remember we can run on this test case, run on this test case and launching on this. So error on this, fatal error in this shift. Okay, we can check on this error, xcsr dot equal to username. So vc dot vc dot view, and we can check on this our another UI storyboard and coding project and check on the login test case, and we see okay, and we see sorry hyphen use and we see sorry equal to view. We can run on this test case, find scope, cannot find scope on this view. Check on this our storyboard and coding project, and sorry you can is used, and on this method vc dot view load on this. You can check on this test case method. So firstly xcsr is optional, access failed, optional username is not equal to optional username, wrong title. So we can use of optional and is first is unwrap on this event. We can check run on this test case, sorry, and not running on this test case, run and build failed is of optional, and check on the storyboard and coding project and UI storyboard. Okay, unwrapping on this event, otherwise of nil collision default value on this assign. We can run on this test case is username. So test case is failed. What is failed? xcsr failed, username is not equal to username. This is a username, and what is test case? Check on this list man storyboard and this on this view, and check on this username label is text on this username and same accessibility on this name, same accessibility on this name. You can copy command C and you check on this login VM. So check on this login VM username. We can run on this text case. So run on this test case. Test case is success. Test case is success. You can use username same on this username, and we can use of wrong title. So HS, and we can run on this test case is the wrong title. Test case is failed. What is failed? Username is not equal to HS, wrong title. So what is unit test? Unit test is a function you write that tests something about your app. So we can another use of test case. Suppose command Z is username, this test case is success. We can another use of user function on this, create on this function, and use of test case username text field placeholder check on this function name text field placeholder check. So this placeholder, so sorry vc dot username text field dot placeholder. We can check on this, run on this test case. So first is test case is good, and second test case, run on the second test case. Second test case is failed. What is failed? So what is enter your name is not equal to username. So enter your name. Change on this text is not equal to. We can run on this, check on this UI testing. So this test case is true. Enter your username. Check on this main storyboard. So text field placeholder name. Check on this text field placeholder name. Enter your name. Check on this same name. Enter your name placeholder name. So thank you for watching this video. We can run text field and username. Okay, so today I am going to discuss about login VM. So this unit testing, today I am going to discuss about unit testing. So thank you for watching the video. We can enjoy.